Inscription number 164. Karle Cave inscription of the regnal year 14. Provenance, Karle, Pune district. Maharashtra, Chaitya Cave. On the second and third tiers of the frieze between the central and the right-hand doors. Script, Brahmi. Language, Prakrit. The Karle caves were constructed during the reign of the Satavahanas and were constructed by Bhutpala, a merchant of Banvasi. The caves were historically associated with the Mahasadhika sect of Buddhism. The caves house a Buddhist monastery dating back to the 2nd century BC. Karle Cave is the largest Hinayana Buddhist temple in India. The cave is one of the most famous rock-cut cave sites in India, having 15 caves within. There were 3 classes of feudatories within Satavahana's kingdom. The highest grade was known as Raja, who had the sovereign right to issue coins. The second grade was Mahabhoja, and the third grade was known as the Senapati. Most of the inscriptions of his reign are engraved in the Prakrit language, a language which is a derivative of Sanskrit and Brahmi. This shows that Prakrit must be official language of his kingdom. There was existence of 4 classes of society. The first class consisted of the people who administered and controlled the districts. The second class consisted of the officials. The third class were the cultivators and Vadyas. The fourth class were common citizens. The head of the family was the Grihpati. Satavahana Empire was divided into 5 provinces. The western territory of Nasik was ruled by the Abhiras. The Ikshvakus ruled over the eastern part in the Krishna-Ganj region. The Chaityas dominated the southwestern parts and extended their territory to the north and east. The Pehlavas controlled the southeastern part. Officials were known as Amatyas and Mahamathras. The Senapati was appointed as the provincial governor. Golmika was in the charge of a military regiment. Both Buddhism and Brahmanism prevailed during the Satavahana rule. During the Satavahana phase, chaityas and monasteries were cut out of the solid rock with great precision. Chaityas were Buddhist temples and monasteries known as viharas. The most famous chaitya is located in Karle in the western Deccan. This inscription appears to have emanated from either Gautamiputra Shatakarni or Vasishtiputra Pulmavi. Senart is inclined towards assigning it to the later and states that one cannot help remarking the similarity of the names of several officers who are employed here and at Nasik by Vasishtiputra Pulumvi and Gautmipatra Shatakarni in Nasik number 3. Shivaskanda is the governor of the district in Nasik number 4. Amatya Sivagupta writes the grant, and here Shivaskanda Gupta engraves the document on copper. Again he says, the renewal of the donation was brought by the new state of affairs created by the victories of Gautamiputra Shatakarni and by the destruction of which he boasts of that dynasty of the Ksharatas, with which our Rishbhadatta was directly connected by his father-in-law Nahapana. The similarity in phraseology in the Karle grant of Nahapana and the present one was intentional. English translation of the inscription at Mumda. For the maintenance of the renunciate friars of the Mahasmagika sect, dwelling here in the caves at Valuraka, we donate monks and land in the village Karjaka here, in Mamla district, on the northern road. So you arrange to give possession of the gifted monks' land in this village Karjaka. And of this here village Karjaka, we grant the immunities customary with monks' lands, not to be entered, and to enjoy all kinds of immunities, and with all these immunities, we invest this in this village Karjaka. And herein you register this immunization, customary for Bhikshu lands. Verbally ordered, written, given at the victorious camp. Granted. on the day of the rainy fortnight 4th of the year 14. Done by Sivaskanda Gupta.